In the early Tang Dynasty, daily women's clothing continued the traditional narrow-sleeve short-top style of the Sui Dynasty. Narrow sleeves and short tops were the most popular in daily wearing. The front two pieces of the top should be worn crossover. The popularity of this hot-sleeved top was influenced by ethnic minority clothing such as Turkic, Persian, and Tibetan. At that time, the waist of the women's dress would be tied high up to the chest. Dresses were popular in the style of intercolor skirts, which were made by stitching fabric strips with more than two colors together, and usually narrow on top and wide on the bottom. Apart from dresses, silk-made scarf was also a fashion among women. It was a light and soft long scarf that was draped over the shoulders and wound around the chest and arms. Another popular style was to put a half-arm outer arm, considering it was beautiful and suitable for mental wear as well. Overall, women's clothing at this time advocates for being slender and elegant. Their dressing style was relatively conservative. All of this has changed when monarchess Wu Zetian came to the stage. In the late period of the early Tang Dynasty, Wu Zetian gradually gained power. The Tang Dynasty welcomed the arrival of a female ruler. Affected by this, the attire of women in the Tang Dynasty also underwent great change. The waistline of the dress gradually shifted downwards below the bust. The collar of the top was cut into an arc, forming a round neck around the bust. That is a distinctive Tang Dynasty neckline style. The dressing style became bold and open. The strips of the skirt became V. Right slender, 40 or 50 strips were stitched together to make one dress. Intercolor skirts have gradually been replaced by pure color dresses of various options. In addition to changes in dressing styles, this period also gave rise to a new type of skirt called mofu, which is a short skirt can be tied separately. After the end of the Wuzhou period, noble women still kept a high enthusiasm for participating in politics. At this point, women may even leave their tops untied outside their dresses. This bold dressing style still influences our imagination of the uncostumed dressing style in Tang society to today. During the Kaiwan period, the Tang Dynasty entered its heyday. At the end of the female emperor era, the style of women's clothing gradually returned to conventional. At this time, the Tang Dynasty was at its peak of national strength. The whole society was peaceful. Women gradually adding weight, and women's clothing became slightly more spacious. The aesthetic of dress has gradually shifted towards the well-known concept of plumpness as beauty. The dress is tied above the bust line and pleated at the front so it looked more fluffy. On the basis of the technological advancement and variety of silk fabrics in the Tang Dynasty, lightweight and transparent fabrics were favored by women. The shoulders, back, and arms could be faintly visible, although not exposed. It showcases a subtle beauty of the body. The Anlushan rebellion lot became a turning point for the rise and fall of the Tang Dynasty. During the mid-Tang Dynasty, various social classes were trying to cure the harm caused by the Anlushan rebellion. The tight and narrow hood style clothing was completely abandoned. Big sleeves became popular. The width of the cuff was 2 to 3 times that of the early Tang Dynasty. Later, the trend of extravagance and indulgence began to prevail. Palace ladies were fashionable to wear more hair accessories on their heads. In the late Tang Dynasty, most of the skirts were wide and long, and women began to sew a flower patch on the waist of the dress W. It's the same pattern like the dress. As a formal dress, it evolved into a long-sleeve cloak. The length of the body, a neckline hanging straight down, light and slender down, and as formal attire became popular. Women enjoyed the opportunities to display their attractive and charming characters. What a wonderful and glorious era!